and many other topics that we don't use in our adult life at all.
Correct.
But in that school curriculum, there's nothing on finance. So how come it is when you have wealthy families, real wealthy ones, not the wealthy ones that send their children to private school, I'm talking about the real wealthy families, they do homeschool. What is it that they're teaching that they don't want their students, their children to learn from an actual school? Why they don't want their children in that curriculum? So this is why we are giving alternative and equal access to practical, relevant financial education. Because finance is not taught in our curriculum. And we believe once we give that information and we give that financial education, we're going to ignite a natural financial evolution that's going to create economic growth and new opportunities across the globe. So as we look at slide 2, you will see that this is empowering.
Yeah.
Our one ecosystem is about empowering you. It's about improving your life. And that is why I stand by the very concept. So a question that people ask, this one ecosystem keep talking about this coin, this cryptocurrency. And before I get into the definition of cryptocurrency, let me show you that there's a need in the marketplace. Sometimes people forget that there's a need in the marketplace. This is how products, services come to life.
Right.
Where there's a void, nature finds a way to fill that gap. And there has been a huge void in our world that we need to discuss. And one of them is remittances.
Certainly.
Sending money. Borderless payments. It is a hazard and it is costly to send money.
It is very, very costly.
You pay 33.33% or more when you go and you send by one of those monetary institutions, and they at the end of the year talk about the billions they make in profit.
Yes.
But who are they making that profit on?
Oh.
And this is me and you, normally the people that travel to go work in other countries to take care of our home and our loved ones.
That's correct.
We're losing so much in sending this money. Now, when you go into one of those institutions to send money, they don't leave that desk. So how are they sending the money? Because once you receive that number, you give it to your loved one on the other side. Within an hour or less, the person could go and receive the money.
Correct.
Why it is we in this world of smart everything and we don't have smart money? Why it is I cannot send money as a text message? And this is the opportunity the one ecosystem is going to provide and what we're building on.
That's brilliant.
And that's why there's a need for the world of cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency was birthed, and this is one of the reasons. So as we look at slide 3, another reason why we have the need for cryptocurrency would be global trade.
Yeah.
Fraud and making settlements much easier. As we look at the next slide 4, the fact that you don't have to worry about your money if the person cancel the wire, if they pull back the draft or any of that, because somebody could show you the documentation, the money is sent,
Correct.
and then a day later they pull the rug from underneath you. With the crypto world, when the money is sent, you receive it within the matter.
Immediately.
That's correct. Within the matter of 10, 15 minutes, depending on the system you use. But the one ecosystem, when you make that transfer, is instantaneously. You get it in seconds. And that's exciting about the blockchain technology and where we're going with that concept. So as we look at the next slide, slide 4, you would see that we have the remittances sector that is showing the need for cryptocurrency. We have the global trade platform showing the need for cryptocurrency. We have the unbanked, which I'm going to touch on, and then I just want to mention this. The unbanked population is another need for cryptocurrency. We have 2.5 billion people that's unbanked or underbanked in the world. And there is lying a need. These people have access to internet, online, and people say that online shopping is one of the biggest shopping platforms in the world. So if it's one of the biggest shopping platforms in the world and we have the unbanked, how are they getting to use online shopping? They all have smartphones.
Right.
And here go the smart money. So we have an entire market of 2.5 billion people that want to get involved in cryptocurrency. I mean, it applies for 7 billion people on the planet, but here go 2.5 that wants to be involved. So this is important. Now, this topic here needs almost its own segment. You see, this is the key foundational reason why cryptocurrency was built in. Protecting income and wealth. The financial crisis that occurred in 2008, which was money was being printed out of control, inflation was ridiculous, there's no currency control, there's no borders and there's no checks and balances. The Bitcoin was birthed in 2008 and driven by blockchain technology. What was once 3 cents, less than 10 cents, 10 cents at one point, today Mr. Bitcoin is over 40,000 US dollars for one. The question is why? The question is, how could you protect your income and your wealth with the one ecosystem? How could this happen? And when we come back, after you decide to break, we will get into it, because if I start now, it's going to be too much.
This is the program Conversations with Zalisa. In conversation this morning with Mr. King James, who is a fintech consultant, talking to us about the One Ecosystem Mission, a special presentation today. Stay with us. We'll return right after these important messages.
When I was growing up, I didn't have the opportunity to be taught or educated in finance. And this put me at a disadvantage later on in life. The SuperTech program offers financial education for ages 5 and up. It's simple and it's at the pace of the child. So, give your child the advantage. Let them learn today so that they could lead tomorrow.
Fun it is. This is free financial education for kids age 5 to 12 and experience for children to learn concepts of money and finance. Super fun.
Marcon Construction Company Limited, providing affordable and innovative building solutions. We have turnkey home solutions starting at $550,000, inclusive of foundation to roof and finishing items. Call us today for more information. 622-6601. Visit us on the web at www.marconcoltd.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Marcon Group TT. Eden Heights Clinic. Live blood analysis with instant results. Colon hydrotherapy, ozone therapy, prolozone therapy, complete detox, weight loss, oxygen baths, diet and nutritional programs, supplements and health foods, treatment for all lifestyle diseases, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, men and women issues and much more at Eden Heights Clinic, 13 Montague Avenue, Trincity, 763-5292-640-8985. Modern townhouses for sale at Garden View Residences, gated development in Aruka. Brand new 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, modern kitchen, quartz countertops, marble top vanities, water heaters. For more information, call now 622-6601.
Do you feel like you are just getting by in life? You lack purpose, direction, enthusiasm, and motivation? Maybe you can't complete your goals, or you're struggling with making a life choice. Your relationship is at best mediocre, or your body and health is not what you want it to be. It's time to get back your passion for life. Find your purpose, your joy, your inner peace and happiness. Learn to live life with passion and fulfillment at all levels. Become the best version of you. Take your life, your health, and your relationship to another level. Call 360-0743 and become the best version of you. 360-0743.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zalisa right here on Synergy TV. In conversation this morning with, they like to call him the boss himself, Mr. King James, FinTech Consultant, as he has a special presentation this morning for us so that we could understand the mission.
Correct.
You know, the growth, the success aligned with the one coin, one ecosystem.
Absolutely. And I'm very excited to be sharing this information because it has impacted my life, it has changed my life, and it's not me alone, it's many people across the globe. And what I don't want people to do, especially the current One Life members and the current One Ecosystem members, is to take for granted the opportunity.
Yeah.
So many people come into this concept and receive the education because of the brand, One Ecosystem, and then they become smarter than the brand. And they start to outsmart themselves. And what I want to do is just bring it back home. Just help remind people that this is what gave you the information to begin with. And this is still very successful if you decide to partner with us to create that success. Because cryptocurrency and the concept of cryptocurrency, I think I'll discuss that at probably the last segment, because I had a very interesting conversation last night about gold and what is money. And it's exciting when you understand.
One of the things you've really empowered yourself by educating yourself, and that's where you.
Because they're not too bright. So when you're not too smart, you have to make sure
you're
you
not
go to
too
lecture.
bright, and you're sending a message in China for a Happy New Year in their language. I have to commend you on that, man.
But no, it's really Chinese New Year. It's the Lunar New Year for the Chinese today. So we want to celebrate all the Chinese. Hence the reason why I'm in some red. You know, that's their color. So once again, Happy New Year to all the Chinese community, all the Asian community across the globe that's celebrating the Lunar New Year. Let's just jump right back in to protecting income and wealth. Friends, Bitcoin was birthed in 2008, and it was birthed for a reason. Someone anonymous put out this white paper. The white paper is like a business plan. And in this Bitcoin business plan, in so many words, it spoke about a peer-to-peer electronic payment system. That's what it spoke about. It never spoke about buy for less, sell for more. How so many people try to confuse the very original concept of what Bitcoin was supposed to be about. Now, I believe our system, our One Ecosystem, mirrors the very intention of what Bitcoin was supposed to be all about. And I believe we will have great success the more people become educated miners with us. So as we move to the next slide, you would see that I'm going to explain the loss of buying power.
The loss of buying power, okay.
Yes.
That's important.
You see, we know that your beautiful 100 Trinidad dollar bill that's there can purchase goods and services today. Today is the 12th of February.
That's correct.
I and you both know 1 year from now, 2022, February 12th, everything is going to cost more.
I stand firm there and believe with you.
The question is, do it really cost more, or is your money buying less? And that is
Good
what
point.
many people do not grasp. They don't understand that we lose buying power every single year. It's not that the price of water went up. No. I always like to use avocado as an example because I live on the lady on there, and there are people that sell avocados across the road from me. And I know that avocado tree that they're picking and they're selling from since I was a little boy.
Right.
It's the same tree that bears the same time every year that they pick from every year. And when they pick from this tree, I want to know how Mr. Avocado went from $5 to $25 for Mr. Avocado. When it's the same tree and you cannot tell me about supply and demand. So a lot of people confuse you with the world of finance. Why? Because we go back to they never taught us finance in school. So this trick of money that they try to tell you about inflation. No, they're really using the word inflation to hide the word deflation. And that is what's occurring. And people need to see it for what it is. So the next slide, I want to show you where it doesn't matter if it's US, it doesn't matter if it's euro.
Right.
It don't matter. Once it's paper currency, once it's fiat currency, it's guaranteed to lose value. Now, a lot of people are confused and they think that paper money or the US dollar is backed by gold or some commodity. That is a lie. It is not backed by any commodity. That was removed from since 1961, 71, somewhere there. The backing of the US dollar by any commodity. That has been removed. Paper currency is guaranteed to lose value every single year. You lose more and more buying power. Now, the concept of crypto with the One Ecosystem, the DHA, One Life, One Academy, the whole One Ecosystem. Forget, many people get excited, oh, Bitcoin is 40,000, Bitcoin is this, Bitcoin is that. Forget if the price of the coin goes up. Forget if the one goes up. There's three options. It can go down,
Right.
it can remain the same, or it can go up in value.
Okay.
As I mentioned, not too bright. So for me, it don't make sense for me for you to stay in the fiat currency system alone and put all your eggs in this basket when you have a chance to diversify and come into the second economy where you have three options of what can happen with your currency.
Okay.
You see, if you stay in the paper money system and your Trinidad dollar system, it's guaranteed to lose value over a period of time. Doesn't matter where you keep it. I don't care if it's insurance, I don't care if it's in a bank, I don't care where. I don't care how great the interest you're going to receive on it. I don't care what it do. You're just going to receive more money that's going to lose more buying power. That's all. But if you decide to diversify your portfolio into the crypto space, the One Ecosystem crypto space in particular, there's the chance of it going down, remaining the same, or going up in value. I think it just makes sense to diversify your portfolio and be in this section as well. So nobody's telling you to come and put all your eggs from the fiat into this crypto basket, but what we're saying is try to have some balance.
Yeah.
Even if you just have a little bit of the crypto space, participate in becoming an educated miner so you can understand why it's important. So you would see that the next slide says education is at the heart of our company.
Right, education.
And the reason why education is the heart of our company is because, as you're going to notice in the next slide, I'm going to touch on one of the areas in the level 1 academy that we have that shows you and tell you and unmask what is happening in the globe. And this is introduction of finance. This is the level 1. Okay. This is the introductory package of 1400. It was 1600, is now 1400. So guess what?
Wow,
our package is even more affordable for you. So you can pay 1400. And in our page 7 tells us to spur economic growth, central banks across the globe introduce extraordinary measures where main interest rates were lowered to negative territory, while the printing press of the United Federal Reserve and the European Central Bank seem to be running without a break. They are letting us know that quantitative easing, because that's the definition of it, has occurred.
Right.
Quantitative easing. When we look at this section here, in the next slide that they put up just now, many central banks have failed in the respect of being notorious. And one of the notorious organizations in the globe is the Federal Reserve. And they kind of get angry for me just reading from a book that speaks truth. It tells me that since 1913, the US dollar has lost over 95% of its value today.
Wow.
I want to know, how is it possible that the US dollar could lose 95% of its value today but still be 7 to 1 Trinidad dollars? How? I want to know, and inquiring minds should ask and want to know, How is it possible for the US dollar to insert 7 trillion, because they didn't just print it last year, they had that money rest down because they print money every day. How was it possible for them to inject stimulus, they call it a stimulus package, 7 trillion into the economy? How was that possible? 7 trillion, and for their US dollar to still regain or maintain the value across the globe.
Yeah.
Something is wrong, Zalisha. Something is drastically
it can't happen.
and very wrong. And you know what's wrong? People don't understand what is money. So because they have their trust in belief in the US dollar is why it remains money. But the moment you start to disagree, guess what? It's no longer money. Because the definition of, and you'll hear me say this about 2-3 more times for the show, the definition of money is whatever we agree upon to exchange for goods and services. It's not about the goods and services, you know. It's about what we agree upon. It's about what we decide to trust. Because trust is really money. Because God money started on trust. And people need to understand this. And this is what the One Ecosystem, the One Academy, this is what a One Life organization, this is what we're all about. We're all about explaining, helping, and putting forth the trust of the information that people should receive.
And that's why you've been making a difference. That's why you've been reaching out to people throughout the world. You've been, and this is why it's important for us to understand. Don't allow this opportunity to pass us.
Not a bit. And whenever we come back, I'm going to get into what is cryptocurrency. That by definition, I'll put up a slide there. I will get into what is blockchain technology. I'll put up a slide there and I'll explain the difference and nuances of them.
All this and much more when we return right after these important messages. Stay with us.
Good day all, my name is King James, part of the One Life Network Caribbean team. If you have no knowledge of what is cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, I'm inviting you to get started with this concept. It is $1,610 TT for you to participate in a financial curriculum that will help shape your world and your future. But better and greater than that, in our curriculum, there's no school that teaches our children about finance. This is a unique opportunity for you to get involved in practical and theory. You need the best of both worlds. The theory we offer allows you to participate in the practical. Position yourself strategically. Get a starter package from one of your local IMAs, somewhere near to you, some cousin, friend, uncle, some loved one. Do not hold back yourself from getting started with our organization. One Life for More Life, One Academy. Join the financial revolution.
Do you feel like you are just getting by in life? You lack purpose, direction, enthusiasm, and motivation? Maybe you can't complete your goals, or you're struggling with making a life choice. Your relationship is at best mediocre, or your body and health is not what you want it to be. It's time to get back your passion for life. Find your purpose, your joy, your inner peace and happiness. Learn to live life with passion and fulfillment at all levels. Become the best version of you. Take your life, your health, and your relationship to another level. Call 360-0743 and become the best version of you. 360-0743.
Welcome to the Antediluvian Nature Center of Life Extension and Health Recovery. Coming from the Garden of Eden, the Antediluvian Nature Center brings to you breakthrough medicines and anti-aging technologies for all ailments and diseases in the body, nutritional therapies, naturopathic treatments, as we create opportunities of hope and celebrate longevity. And remember, the healing is from God.
This is
Full 100,
an all-natural herbal dietary supplement formulated exclusively for men. Our proprietary blend was designed with one goal in mind: to improve your overall health, rejuvenating your vitality, energy, strength, and libido. Want to be at your peak performance in everything you do? Then
get Full 100.
Fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Oh my God.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zalisa right here on Synergy TV. This morning in conversation with Mr. King James. He's a fintech consultant and he has a special presentation, and it's all about the mission of the OneCoin One ecosystem.
Correct. And we're inviting you to join us, to get started with us, to choose to understand and be a part of our concept and why. So I was able to share with you why the need for cryptocurrency, what caused the need for cryptocurrency to be birthed in the first place. I was able to share with you about that, and you saw the loss of buying power. So people were fed up and finally looking for another way. And this is the first time, and I think it needs to be mentioned again, the first time in history that we have ever had a system outside of the traditional payment system that has had us enslaved for the last 700 years. There was only one way of utilizing payments across the globe, which was the banking system and the fiat currency system. Fiat currency means paper money. So I've been able to discuss so far the mission that we have been on as one ecosystem about empowering and giving people equal access to education and creating a global community. And now I want to get into exactly what is cryptocurrency and the definition of, and to show you how come cryptocurrency stands out as a method of payment. So as they pull up the slide, we're going to discuss by definition that there's no need for a third party. So cryptocurrencies are protocols that allow the validation of transactions without the need of any third party such as bank, credit card companies, and escrow agents. So the interesting question is, why is it that all the banking sectors, credit card companies, and everybody's interested in getting into the world of cryptocurrency? Why? It's because they want to remain relevant. They don't want to become irrelevant. Do you remember that the case of Netflix that's now very popular? About 2 years ago, Netflix, you could not get in Trinidad. You would have had to borrow. So eventually they finally brokerage a way to get Netflix in Trinidad. Netflix approached Blockbuster about getting in business with them and doing business with them. Blockbuster laughed them out of the studio, out of the meeting. Today, there's no longer any Blockbuster. Had Blockbuster partnered with Netflix, it might have never been called Netflix, it would have been called Blockbuster something, I don't know. We look at the biggest or one of the most popular photo phones in the world was Kodak. Kodak did not evolve with technology. Had they evolved, I think everybody would have had a Kodak phone, because they would have been first with camera phone and that concept of. But they didn't see or position themselves. So the banking sector, they are realizing that this technology don't wait for no one to understand, and it could replace them. So hence the reason why they're fighting to be a part. But the truth is, we don't necessarily need them. If people understand that the bank was just there to be a ledger, and over a period of time, while we used to trust each other, that third-party ledger started to cause distrust between you and I. And as we moved on and grew as a society, more and more of our children passed on and so forth, more and more trust went to this third-party institution, and more distrust came between us. Blockchain technology is bringing back trust. And I'm going to get into why blockchain technology is doing such, how it operates. As you see, that cryptocurrency is supply and demand based, is a finite amount concept because of blockchain technology. What is blockchain technology? It's a digital technology that records and verifies the transaction. It is cost efficient, and most importantly, it is safe. I want everybody to say that in their mind as you hear me speaking to you. Say it is safe. That is blockchain technology. It's a ledger. What is the bank? The bank is really a ledger. That's why they have all those luxurious buildings. They pay the managers so well because they're making sure that books are in checks and balances. But this technology is a ledger that can track and trace anything of value. It is based on protocols that authenticate, validate, and store information in consistent, unbroken sequences to make the system safer by eliminating attempts of fraud, duplicity, and forgery. Wow! Who needs that? I know that my country of Trinidad and Tobago is screaming for blockchain technology because I want to believe we want to eliminate fraud, duplicity, and forgery. And I believe that if you are outside of the world of blockchain technology, then you are enabling, you're encouraging, you want to participate in fraud. We need to become a blockchain society. We need to become a transparent society. And this is safe for us to do so. The question is, how do we do it? The question is, do they know what to do, the powers that be? And if they don't know, are they willing to take counseling? Hear what? Me and you, the people, if we come together, we happen to be the true power. And if you join this ecosystem and you understand the value of who we are, we will be able to empower others. And it's really just that simple. It really is. So I show you in the next slide that there's a look at what type of educational packages we offer.
Good.
And we offer a range. But right before I get into that range of educational packages, I want to mention the key differences between us and other altcoins.
Okay.
Majority of altcoins that's out there are decentralized coins. We are a centralized concept. Majority of the altcoins that's out there are subject to speculation. That means they fluctuate high and low. We have a long-term strategy that's focused on innovation. There's a need for high-tech knowledge and high-tech equipment if you want to mine any of these altcoins. Our mining process is safe. Is a simple, if you could send a text message, you could do our mining process. It's as simple as that. Many of the altcoins has issues because they are anonymous transactions. This is why they receive opposition from many of the governments and the central banks. We believe in safe and traceable. This is why we have a centralized concept, because we want to partner with central banks, partner with the governments, because we want to partner with them to do this properly. That's our desire. And we are not volatile. We are liquid because we believe in usability. Usability leads to liquidity. We want to become another payment processing center like any other payment in the globe. All we want to do is integrate. That's the desire of the One Ecosystem, to integrate into the world paymenting processing platform. And we are doing this via the education that we have available on the next slide, where we show individuals One Academy at its best. So we have legal information, we have blockchain information, we have finance information,
and all have, this is in the next slide.
Yes. And we have Forex education.
Forex education.
So this is the information that we are selling. So you join our school,
right?
You purchase our education, and unlike any other schooling that's available out there, that you will go for this type of information and pay your money for, they don't give you theory and practical.
Correct.
They give you theory only. We give you theory and practical. What do I mean? We don't just give you the education, but we give you some free promotional tokens that you can put into the mining process. That is how we're able to give you the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
The best of both worlds is what we offer to our students.
So it's a win-win.
It's absolutely a win-win. As I go now to a couple of the disclaimers so people can make sure they understand what I shared here today before we wrap up. I never, throughout this conversation, use the word investment.
Okay.
What we have available for you is for you to participate with our concept, and yes, our coin has value, but you do not invest. This is not an investment opportunity. You purchase your education. You join our One Academy concept and join our ecosystem. So we do not use the word, and any independent marketing associate, any IMAs that's out there, please remember, do not use the word investment, because we are not an investment company, nor do we have an investment tool. Please.
That's very good that you shared that information in terms of accountability and clarity. You're not fooling anybody.
No.
You know?
No.
Because what it is, it's about educating yourself and empowering yourself.
Absolutely. So what we do sell, as you would see on the next slide, we sell education. We are selling educational packages, and these educational packages that you purchase would allow you to receive free promotional tokens that, when you put into the mining process, becomes OneCoins. No one could buy OneCoins right now because the exchange platform of the ecosystem has not opened as yet. So we don't sell OneCoins, we don't sell tokens, we sell the education. You receive the tokens for free and you can put it into the mining process. So that's very exciting about what we offer. So as I look to close, in the last, I think I maybe have 1 or 2 more slides left. This is the last slide here. I want you to keep this in mind. In 2020, your 100 TT dollars might have been able to make your basket look like this. But we know in 2022, your basket will be less and less.
Correct.
With this 100 TT dollars.
You're very correct.
Right now, my coin might not be able to fill up your basket. One of my coins might not be able to do that. Just like how Bitcoin in 2008 could not fill up your basket. One Bitcoin was 10 cents. It can do nothing for you. But today, Mr. Bitcoin can do so much. I am saying with this one ecosystem, and with our coin, that our basket will overflow. The more we get educated miners involved, the more merchants we get involved, the more people that come on board with our concept, understand the deal shaker, understand what it is we're offering, your basket will overflow and will run.
I think it's also important that people understand that the One Coin, One Life ecosystem is very much alive in Trinidad and Tobago in terms of the deal shaker, in terms of the merchants, in terms of being able to get goods and services already happening in Trinidad and Tobago, and you don't want to miss out on that. You want to be part of that community.
You're so correct, Ms. Alicia, and I really thank you for being as brilliant as you are, because you have insinuated, you have created and put some energy within the one ecosystem. And even with your show, now we're going to have a series of where different merchants are going to come from starting next week. And you helped with that idea. You being a merchant yourself said, let's showcase the merchants and let's make it make sense even more.
That's what we need to do.
And I agree.
We need to let people see that this is real, it's alive, it's happening. And we saw a bit of it. We got a little taste of it for the Christmas season when we had 1 or 2 of the merchants coming and talking about their products and services. But it's important that people see that this is alive and it's real.
I agree
100%
with you.
You want to be part of it. We will return right after these important messages. Stay with us. Special presentation today.
Good day all, my name is King James, part of the One Life Network Caribbean team. If you have no knowledge of what is cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, I'm inviting you to get started with this concept. It is 1,610 TT dollars for you to participate in a financial curriculum that will help shape your world and your future. But better and greater than that, in our curriculum, there's no school that teaches our children about finance. This is a unique opportunity for you to get involved in practical and theory. You need the best of both worlds. The theory we offer allows you to participate in the practical. Position yourself strategically. Get a starter package from one of your local IMAs somewhere near to you, some cousin, friend, uncle, some loved one. Do not hold back yourself from getting started with our organization. One Life for More Life, One Academy. Join the financial revolution.
Do you feel like you are just getting by in life? You lack purpose, direction, enthusiasm, and motivation? Maybe you can't complete your goals, or you're struggling with making a life choice. Your relationship is at best mediocre, or your body and health is not what you want it to be. It's time to get back your passion for life. Find your purpose, your joy, your inner peace and happiness. Learn to live life with passion and fulfillment at all levels. Become the best version of you. Take your life, your health, and your relationship to another level. Call 360-0743 and become the best version of you. 360-0743.
Marcon Construction Company Limited, providing affordable and innovative building solutions. We have turnkey home solutions starting at $550,000, inclusive of foundation to roof and finishing items. Call us today for more information. 622-6601. Visit us on the web at www.marconcoltd.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Marcon Group TT. Modern townhouses for sale at Garden View Residences, gated development in Aruka. Brand new 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, modern kitchen, quartz countertops, marble top vanities, water heaters. For more information, call now 622-6601.
This is the program Conversations with Zelisa on Synergy TV. This morning we're in conversation with Mr. King James. He's a fintech consultant, and of course he's explaining to us all about the OneCoin, One Ecosystem and its benefits. And it's about educating yourself and empowering yourself.
Thank you. I was really happy to share this information I shared this morning thus far. And I was mentioning to you that I had a conversation last night with some people from Argentina.
Yeah.
And it was about money. Now, this young man joined our organization, but was approached to join other organizations as well, and been pushing and spearheading the concept that money has to be commodity backed. And that's not true. I don't care if it's gold, I don't care if it's oil, I don't care what commodity it may be. It didn't work in the past. Why would it work now in the future? It didn't work when it was behind paper currency or fiat currency. Why would it work because it's behind cryptocurrency? No. What people need to understand that money is whatever we agree upon, and money is trust. That is the key of the whole concept. It is trust, my dear. And just how bartering started, and bartering was gold money, and bartering was based on trust, because gold was not money all along.
No.
Before we reached the gold becoming money, we had salt, we had shekels, we had whatever people agreed upon.
Correct.
So when they started to agree upon gold as a method of payment, keep in mind we have silver, we have diamonds, we have other precious commodities,
yes.
stuff. Mm-hmm. The question people need to ask is, who control the gold? Mm-hmm. You and I could never have the amount of the people that control it right now. Mm-hmm. And the people that control that very concept, they will want to put this in your mind because they want you not to come out of the traditional system of what they have created, but they want to keep you enslaved to them, so they want to continue to put in your mind what don't belong. And nobody could try to confuse me and tell me different, because I go back always to the beginning. What is money? Mm-hmm. Trust. Blockchain technology is bringing back trust. Blockchain technology is bringing digital bartering. And that digital bartering, I don't need anything but a community of people which really gives money value. It's the people. If you don't agree with me, Zalisha, I could never take anything from you if you don't agree with what I'm giving you as a method of payment. So I want to share with the continent of Africa, for example. And this is maybe the harsh reality that many in the world of fiat scared of.
Okay.
And I put it to you this way. The continent of Africa is the only continent in the world that can self-sustain itself and don't need to import anything from anyone. Could you agree with that statement? They don't need to import nothing. They don't need a ketchup. They don't need nothing from no one. They could grow, feed, and provide everything for themselves. They have all the oil they need. They have all the gold. They have everything that they need in that continent. Yes? If they have what they need in that continent, is it fair to say that they could decide that we are going to trade with our one ecosystem and use that coin as a method of payment in our continent? And anyone that wants to do any trade in our continent, we don't want your fiat currency. Take your fiat, go and get the one ecosystem coin, the one, and then come and do trade with us. So go use it to purchase and then come and do trade. That's how, if they decide to do that, they put themselves back in power like never before. But what is currently happening now, the currencies that run the world, they're able to print as they want. It costs them next to nothing to print it. They take this printed money, take it to Africa, and they're able to extract whatever they want, because in the minds of the African, this currency has value. But no, they could create their own, and they could join our concept, because we are already global. And any moment that they do that, and Africa understands the power that they have, or Latin America understands the power that they have, or Asia understands the power that they have, we could now really level the playing field. And that is why I am pushing the education. Because Nelson Mandela said the greatest weapon in the world is education.
So true.
And that is the weapon we choose to utilize. Unlike the weapon that people use to push fiat currency, which was physical, which was manipulation, which has been a lie. We want to teach the truth. And the truth about money is, it is only whatever me and you agree upon to exchange for goods and services. I rest my case.
And you gave a good case. A lot of transparency, a lot of accountability in terms of your presentation today, showing, coming out, standing bold, and telling us this is what we are about, this is who we are, this is our mission, this is our goal. Be part of it. Let's grow together.
Yes.
Let's educate ourselves. Let's empower ourselves. Let's put things in place for our future, especially for our children.
It just makes sense. I watched a young boy in the barbershop, I think it was yesterday, and he was playing on the tablet. Now, he can be more than 4 years old, and I'm watching how he's handling the game, and he's playing with this now. I never had that opportunity when I was younger. And I'm watching how he's doing it, and in my mind, all I could think about is 18 years from now, 20 years from now, is no way he's going to go stand up in a bank to wait an hour, 2 hours to do any sort of business. It's not comprehensible.
That's a good point.
So if that is going to happen, why are we as a society waiting for someone else to tell us it has to happen, when we could position ourselves now and navigate our future?
We can choose not to be stagnant.
The God rest his soul, the Honorable Patrick Manning, when he was speaking in the year 2000 about a 2020 vision, now we in 2020, and what he spoke about then, if they had applied or was attempting to apply, where would we be today as a society? Look how much we missed out on, because what he was trying to insinuate and push was pushed against. because it was change. Sometimes change is uncomfortable, but is needed for
It's
betterment.
inevitable. It's the only thing that's constant, and we have to realize that.
And
It's inevitable.
COVID-19 has forced the digital age to be more noticed and recognized than ever before.
Correct.
So do not ignore the One Ecosystem and get started with us.
Your closing comments. It's important that you share your deep thoughts after this wonderful presentation this morning.
For me, personally, my closing remark would be love. Love is an action word. And I ask you to love yourself. Love others. Get into action. The good Lord spoke about love being a commandment, and you should love your neighbors as you love yourself. What we are sharing here is love. This is action that's needed. We have been far too long behind. You have never had an option outside of the traditional system. Here's an opportunity for you to love yourself past your own misunderstanding and join us in this system that is needed across the globe. I welcome you, I thank you, and I look forward to building with you.
Let me share an important number with you to make that choice, that change, to stand firm and to step out of the box and educate yourself. Call Sarah at 744-5503, 744-5503. Educate yourself by asking questions, and that's your opportunity. It is your right to do so. And I encourage you to find out more. Make that call, 744-5503, 744-5503. Sit with someone. Have them consult with you. Ask all the questions you need to ask. Say what you need to say. But the important thing is that you listen attentively and absorb and apply. If you want to grow, and if you want to, think about our future and think about our children, then you owe it to yourself to make that call and find out more. Educate yourself. I thank you kindly for choosing us. I want to remind you we do have a repeat of this program today at 3:30. Please tell your friends, tell your family members. We're also on Facebook, Conversations with Zelisa. I want to remind you to be kind, to be good, to be honest, to obey the law of the land, to be safe, to be careful, and to stand firm for what is right. All right, and let's end this violence now. With God all things are possible. Thanks again for choosing us. Please be safe and have yourselves a wonderful, safe and incident-free weekend. Valentine is approaching over the weekend. When you think of your loved ones, it's not just that one day that we set aside to recognize, but every day should be a day that we recognize and appreciate our loved ones, all right?
Give the Valentine's Day gift of the One Academy package.
A gift of, I tell you, you're empowering somebody by doing that. Certainly you could do that. So make that call now, 744-5503, and think about a gift of educating someone, empowering them, setting them free. I am Zelisa Budu Singh Rupani. Thank you kindly for choosing us.